To hear the press tell it, and the New York Times front page broadcast it, the whole team is in disarray. This whole thing is in disarray. The firings, the whole 9 yards, that it's a sign that this has never happened before. But I look back in history and I felt that it has happened before. And when it comes to progress, getting a team together, Mr. Trump is actually running ahead of history and prior president-elects. Of course, that is not really being picked up unless you're Joe Concha and unless you're with the Hill. Joe, you'd think that he is just failing miserably at this.
7 days in, Neil, we are right now. You know how long a transition goes on for? 78 days. We're not even 1/10 away, and we're already talking about microcosms and macrocosms. And what I mean is state of disarray, as we see with the New York Times, other publications saying that it's chaos. We're 1 week in. If we're this far ahead, or this not far ahead, 50 days in, then you could start to say those things. But the bottom line is that the media did not get the election result that they wanted. We talked about it on the show before. USA Today poll, a nearly 10-to-1 margin of Americans thinking that the media was rooting for Hillary Clinton over Donald Trump. And now, instead of the media looking inward and soul searching and doing all the, well, we got to learn some lessons here thing, instead they're doubling down. And the good news is, at least, that 57 papers endorsed Hillary Clinton, only 2 Donald Trump, and that got her a concession speech. Bottom line, they don't have the influence that they used to, so they could talk about chaos all they want. The American people probably ain't listening anyway.
I'm wondering, too, about the way they're going about this. This is the first president-elect whose home is in a big city. Yeah. So obviously anything he does, meeting with dignitaries or prospective cabinet members, is there for the world to see. So ironically, in that sense, it's quite a transparent process. Yeah,
we see everybody going in and out of Trump Tower. This was happening, as you said, with another presidential candidate, whether it be a Bill Clinton in Arkansas, whether it be a George W. Bush in Texas or Maine, Barack Obama, Chicago, which isn't obviously New York, the media capital of the world. You wouldn't see every person coming and going from Trump Tower. But just to go back to the New York Times for a moment, we talked about this on your Saturday show. They sent out a letter to their subscribers saying that with the Trump administration, they're going to be more transparent, they're going to be more objective. And then I went to their homepage that very same day and I Control-F'd, that's where you could type in a name and you could search everything that comes up under that name. 19 stories are on Donald Trump, 0 were positive. So the same day they say they're going to be objective, it's amazing. Let me just read you one clip from one story, which I found remarkable. It was about Trump reaction in Mexico. Clouds have descended over Mexico, miring in a state of anguish and paralysis after the election of Mr. Trump to the highest office in the world. They are clouds of uncertainty and fear, of self-doubt and insecurity. There were even actual storm clouds hanging over the Capitol in recent days, a literal echo of the nation's state of mind. In other words, Donald Trump, who apparently is a climate change denier, now has the ability to change climate over certain cities in this world. Remarkable. That is the type of writing that we're seeing even post-election. The media has not learned their lesson. They simply do not get it.
It's a nasty metaphor, I think. Joseph, thank you very much. Joe Concha, The Hill columnist. All right.